Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of URU Complete Chronicles. Last time out, well, we got stuck by a ladder glitch, but I have done a little bit of testing, and we can climb the ladder now. So there we go. So we're going to make progress. In the chat this morning, we have Spiper. Good morning to you. We have Zephyronicus. Good morning to you. Dark Faith 13, hey, good morning to you. Dark Faith just going to keep an ear out and go back to a Fallout 4 London video. I didn't realise Fallout 4 was set in London. That kind of makes me really tempted to check that out, actually. I never played Fallout 4. I played Fallout 3. Played a little bit of New Vegas. Oh, hey, cool. New cloth. Excellent. So, not gonna have to climb these. Not gonna have to climb these anymore. Wait, what's going wrong here? Something's gone weird. Something's really funky with my momentum. It's like I'm on ice right now. Oh, what's going wrong here, guys? Wow, my input lag is so bad. Listen to this. Can you see that? Can you see that lag? Okay, I can jump it. Why have I got such bad lag on my inputs, though? Right, let's take the journey cloth. And then maybe I need to plug back in my keyboard, or maybe we're going to need to do a game restart, but that's really weird. That's like... yeah, cloth and restart game. That's going to be the one. That's going to be the one. Okie dokie, right. Whilst we restart that briefly. Yes, quit. Let's continue my hellos to the people in the chat. So, Nev Eagleson. I hope you're having a good day. You can already hear the elevator in the background. Yes, it's the soothing sounds of industrial ambience. Sleepy Otter, good morning to you. Darkface says it's not. Okay, it's not set in London. It's a massive mod that just dropped the other day. Fallout 4 is normally set in Boston. Okay. That feels a little better. If I'm stationary, though... if I'm running, I can jump fine, though. That's so weird. That's so strange. Okay, never mind. Right, we're going to ignore that, because often you don't really need to be able to do a standing jump. We have a new first-time chatter, Aeon Core. Hi, Uru fans. Hello to you, Aeon Core. Welcome to the channel. We are in the middle of Kaddish Tolsia. We got 2 more journey cloths to find. And do you know what? We're having a bit of a struggle. We're having a bit of an old struggle with this age. It's a hard age, for sure. We've got Arbutus Nate. Welcome back to you. Oh. Wait, what? That's just a shortcut that's been unlocked. Look in third person and you... oh, I'm doing a little crouch. Ah, oh, right, okay. Not a bug. Just always been that way. Fine. He does a little crouch before he jumps. That's not great. Fair enough. Aeon Core's been watching on YouTube so far. Excellent. Well, welcome to the live. Great to have you here. We have Justy303. Good morning to you. And Everett Topanga is unusually awake at the moment. Yeah, it shows how often we all jump from standing. Whoop! So let me think, right? So that is... Okay, we got a puzzle. We got a puzzle then, guys, yeah? We've got ourselves a little puzzle. So we got a cloth from up the top. So we're missing 2 cloths in this age. But something's not right here. And I feel like it must be to do with this clue. The first bit wasn't a puzzle, just logical steps. Oh, Dodo, don't do me dirty like that. The first part wasn't even a puzzle. It's just raising the platforms. Yes. So there is a puzzle here, and it's going to be related to this. Now, we've got... These are the counterweights. Now, I tell you what, right? Now that we have the shortcut, I have a feeling that now that we've got the shortcut, maybe we can see more by going the other way. Because we now have an alternate entrance, don't we? Do we have an alternate exit somewhere? It's quite dark, this age. Right. We should try and avoid falling off. I don't see an obvious alternate exit, but that's okay. I feel like... Nah... Okay. It's reset. Now, there's only a certain amount of potential energy in the system. There's only a certain amount of potential energy in the system. Yeah, I forgot to change the scene. Sorry, guys. I only realised when I wanted to change the scene back. What do I think of the age of Kaddish Tolsia? Tolesa, I guess it is. It's hard. It's really hard. Like, yeah, it's definitely got some vague puzzles. Like I know what these pictograms, the ones that we've done on the ones that we've completed. Like in retrospect, you can kind of see what they're trying to show, but sort of a little bit like the Nostradamus effect, right? Like understanding a clue in hindsight is not super useful. I was talking with someone in the YouTube comment section actually about their recommendation, or if they were redesigning particularly this puzzle, what they would probably do is actually have a practical effect where somewhere in Kaddish you could see the effect of stones that absorb light and then glow in the dark, which is sort of reminiscent of Savidro's workshop in Myst 3. So often when you drop in a clue, they will drop a practical clue rather than an abstract clue. Like doing these in stained glass adds a level of abstraction which makes the puzzles quite hard, I think. This is quite a challenging age. We have Souffle in the chat. Hello to you. Oh, it's Tulisa. Okay, Tulisa. Kaddish Tulisa. Hope you're having a good weekend, Souffle. Now, if I recall correctly, right, we're only able, like, each of these are independently movable, yeah? No, they actually take potential energy out of the whole system, each of them, right? So in total, so that's 3. So that's 4. Five. 6. So I'm assuming it's going to be 8, right? Because the weights are almost at the bottom now. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be 8. The important hint is the one we gave for every puzzle for this age, the descriptive sentence from the book in Relto. Okay. We have Nauseum in the chat. Hello, good to see you. I don't think... I'm assuming similarly to the other ages, if we get a code correct, it's going to like open a hidden elevator or something. That we're not actually looking for an exit, we're just looking for the correct code. So we can do 8 in total, assuming that none of the levers, when you do them in the correct order, give you potential energy to the system. Dark Faye's gonna already look for a copy and paste to use. God, copy paste it into the chat. Yes, please do so, Nev. This age is a big gap between what the designers thought they were conveying to the player and what the player actually learns. Only the way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. A shallow glimpse can deceive, look deep, ponder, and recognize all that is hidden. Yeah, Nev wants us to jump down here, 100%. Oh wow, you get the wind whistling in here. Okay. No. The puzzle can't be to jump down there. That's ridiculous. Right. Only the way a man is when he is hidden is how he is. A shallow glimpse can deceive, look deep, ponder, and recognize all that is hidden. That is such a vague hint. That is so vague, though, isn't it? Now... Nice puzzle. Ignore everything around you, just jump in. It's not necessarily what the clues show, but what they don't show. Oh, interesting, okay. Yeah, do you remember the good old days when journals had fun stories and weren't just one sentence long? Dodo has redeemed What Do You See? So let's have a little look around. Right. So we have got 4 counterweights, right? And we also have these hanging weights as well. Now that's interesting because the large counterweights, they come down, but the small weights, these must also be coming down. These weren't here before. That's a specific what do you see for the hint you are looking at. For the hint that I'm looking at. Oh, right, okay, right. The dark path, the symbols, not the lights, etc. Okay. Okay. So these are sort of vaguely dome-shaped on the top, right? So these could be the counterweights coming down. Is sort of my thinking. We've got 4 of those, and around the outside we've got the numbers. So blue has got a 1, 3, and 4. So we've got a 1, 3, and 4, a 1, 2, and 3, a 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I think I've got it. Oh, okay. So blue is missing number 2. Red is missing number 1. Green is missing number 1 as well. And white is missing number 4. And that adds up to 8. I think we got it. Okay. Maybe. Oh dear. Right. I kind of hate this age. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I kind of hate it. Like, in the nicest way possible. Do you know what? So many people in the comment section on the YouTube and in the Twitch and on the Discord have all said that they rate Kaddish very highly, and a lot of people say that, you know, there are ages in URU that are like their all-time favorite ages, which I think is really interesting, right? Because URU, by all accounts, is not a terribly popular game. Like, obviously it's popular amongst Myst fans, but the game itself, obviously not terribly well reviewed, I suppose. So... and then the last one was a 2. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of a difference between, like, the not sommelier, the aficionado, let's say, the oh, here we go. Oh wow, we're getting a zoom out. Do you know what? They do actually look a lot like pins in a lock when you look at them from the side, don't they? Alright, cool. Yeah, that's what makes the age hard. We usually look at the things that are there, not the ones that aren't. It tells you exactly what to do, says Dark Fae. You pretty much could have looked at the ladders as well. Maybe, but that wouldn't help you with the ones that are behind the second one. We are having a bit of a ladder problem again, so let's jump down here, touch this journey cloth again, and we will have a go at resetting the age. Back to Relto! Go, and there we go. Oh, that wasn't a ladder issue. Huh. Really? Okay. Well, we got the ladder okay this time. Snake Eater. Okay. What a thrill. To be fair, URU has some pretty alright journals in terms of length and story. They don't seem super relevant to our goal here, but neither were the ones in Myst. I agree. Okay, got it. We've got to have a journal. We've got to have a cloth somewhere here, right? We also don't know where the final door is in this age either. We know where the door is in Grecian, but we haven't spotted it here. Oh, it's the vault. I also have a sneaking suspicion that we might have missed a journey cloth somewhere as well. Because doesn't that look like where we're going to find the final cloth? You know what I mean? There we go. Well, that's got a number 1 on it. Yeah, okay. I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing. That's the other clue that I thought we'd used, but we've not actually used yet. And up here, is this just a repeat of that same thing? Let's have a little look. So let me grab a little screenshot here. So we've not really used those. Let me rearrange what ones we've used and what ones we haven't. So we've used that. So let's move that over there. That I kind of thought that we'd use, but I don't think we actually have. And then we've got that from there. And let's come down and have a look at the panel and see if the panel is just a... Yeah, don't run down the stairs, guys. It's meant to be secure, not safe. Okay, is that and that the same? Let me have a little side by side here. Yes, those are indeed identical to each other, so we don't need to take extra screenshots of that. So The game has very helpfully, I suppose, sort of already told us that that's number 1. Now, what is the thing that's missing here? Right, we'll go with what is the thing that's missing. If someone was breaking into the vault, we just drop into the bottomless cavern, then no one can have it. Are we inside a hollowed out tree? Probably. There were a lot of big trees on the surface. Yes. Looks like there were handrails once upon a time. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay. So, it's a 6-digit code. Here is number 1. We've got the pyramid with 3 lines coming out of it. Do we need to go and grab pictures of all 3 sides of this? Well, they all look pretty similar on each side, to be honest. But okay, what have we got then? So we've got the large box. The large box is a number 2. Right? The mushroom with lines coming down out the bottom of it is going to be like a number 6. So that's a 2, a 6. This one with little squares on the side, the little squares, well that's number 4. And this one with the pyramid, well that's number 3. And if you look in the middle, we've got a big circle in the middle here. Boop, boop, boop. That's number 5. Because that big circle is not shared with all of these, because these are big squares in the middle. Yeah? So I think that's it, isn't it? So let's try with this second one then. So that's a 4. This one here is... Oh no, wait, but then we've got a circle and a circle. Well, that circle with the lines through it is already number 5. So maybe that doesn't really work exactly correctly. Well, then we've got the 2 mushrooms, so that's like a 1 and a 6. Oh wait, no, but both of these are mushrooms with lines going down, so that's like a 6 and a 6. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a 1 and that's a 6. Maybe. So we've got 2 and 3. Well, 2 is the square, and 3 is pyramid with a sun in it. So that kind of gives you... Yeah. 2 or 3? Maybe. Okay, well let's have a look at the third one then. Well, this is sort of a 1 and 6 as well. And that circle is a 5, and that square there is a 2, but then we've got the square in the middle. So we've got 3 and 4. Nev says that the symbol in the middle is not part of the thing, so maybe that's 1, 5, maybe that's 3, 4. Maybe we're getting 2 options out of each one, but actually it can only be one of those 2. Yeah, if we get 2 options out of each one, well, we know that that one's 1, but it could be 1 or 5. Well, if we get a 5 as an option elsewhere, we then know that that needs to be the 5. So maybe let's continue. So we've got a 1, a 6. That's going to be a 3 with the pyramid, and the square's a 2. So that's a 4, 5. Like, so far this is going okay. 1, 5, 3, and this box here, is that a 2 or a 4? 2 or 4, not sure, which kind of makes this a 2, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, or 6. And then that one's a 3, 2, 5, and yeah, it's either a 2 or a 4. And so that makes this a 1, which it can't be, or 2 or 4. Cool, okay. Well, these are going to need to be 2s, probably then, because 4 appears way too many times otherwise. So I'm going to say that that's going to be a 1. These have to be 4s, yeah. No, these have to be 2s, I said, because otherwise 4 appears way too many times. And that can't be a 1, so that's got to be 2. And then, what do we got? Well, that's 2, 3, so that needs to be a 3, then that has to be a 4, which makes that 5, and that's 6. We'll go with that. Alright. This puzzle randomizes in the online version. Nice. We did it wrong the first time, and because the options were 1, 2, 3, 4, we were thinking, what are the odds? Pretty bad, as it turns out, since we were working it out wrong. Fair. So we've got number 1 here, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do it wrong? Aha, right. Did I do it wrong? So that one is locked in as a 1. I mean, I suppose if that is a 4, it could be 1, 4, and then if that's a 4, then that has to be a 3, that has to be a 2, that would have to be a 5, and then that would have to be a 6, so that could work. That could work if we'd got that. If we'd got that the wrong way round. Okay. Okay. Thinking. That's got to be locked in as a 1 because the button is literally labelled. Right? And that means, by my logic, that's locked in as a 5. Yeah. Shall I double check my symbols? Let me just double check my symbols. Yeah, I did put 1 in as a question mark, but it's sort of partnered with a 6, so I'm happy with that one being 2, 3. So this has 2, and that is definitely a 6, yeah. So 2, 3, 4 and 6, fine. That's 1, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 6, 2 and 5. Okay, so that makes 3, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 and 6. Maybe I need to go back and have a look, because maybe these are 6s. In which case, if you have a double 6, I'm not sure what that would mean. Well, I suppose if you had a double 6, well, if you had a double 6, it wouldn't make any difference, right? Because we know that the 1 is locked in anyway. So adding or subtracting a 1 from the wheel kind of won't make any difference. So 1, 2, 3 and 6 makes a 4/5, which we got here. And then, so 1, these ones were a bit sketchy on. It's either a 2 or a 4. 3 and 5. Well, that makes a 2, 4 or 6. And then 2, 4 or 6. 2 or 4. 5, 3 and 2. So that makes 1 or... Wait, that makes 1 or 6. Oh, right. No, we've messed this up. We've messed this up horribly. Right, we messed this up horribly here. Right, that is not that. Right, that's a 1 or a 6 in there. Okay. Get rid of all of that. See, this is why it's important to double check your work, right? If there's any teenagers watching, yeah, this is why at the end of the exam you go back and you check your working, you check your answers. Because it's so easy to make an error like that. Okay, right, so that's 1. That means that has to be 6. If that's 6, this must be 2 or 4. Right. Now, this is the only one that has 5, so that has to be 5 in there. Right, so 4 is not in there. So is it going to come down to, well, if that's 2, then that must be 3 and that must be 4. If it's 4, then that must be 3 and that must be 2. Okay? So that's it. There's two possible combinations there. Basic maths is hard. You're far more likely... I mean, this is... Oh, this is going to be a really controversial opinion, right? But in my experience... And I've done a lot of maths in my day, right? Like, when you're doing something which is complicated, I think it's less easy to make a mistake. Like, if you're doing if you're doing some calculus or a differential equation, or you're doing an integration or something like that, right? Let's say you're sitting in an exam and you have to do an integration by parts. You know when you've messed that up, because if you've got an integration by parts and it's just recursing round and round and it's never getting anywhere, you know you must have made a mistake. It's very hard to make a mistake on something like an exam integration and not come out with some sort of closed form answer to the question. But basic adding, there is no checksum to make sure that when you have added two numbers together that you've done it right, like in an exam. So those are the ones that I would always recommend spending time to actually go and double check. Because the hard stuff is harder to get wrong accidentally, I think, but I don't know, you know. Everyone tackles everyone tackles exams differently though, right? So let's try the first one first. Yeah, so we'll do that as 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Nice. I am playing the offline version of URU Zork player. Yeah, Complete Chronicles is offline. I was tempted to miscategorize the stream once or twice because there's a lot more people who follow the other version of this, but yeah, no. Oh, look, it's actually a vault. It's actually a vault. You would suggest triple check your work. You still missed out. The last one could be a 4 as well, according to your assumption that the other one is 2, 4. Maybe. Yeah, I think you might be right. Wait, what? Really? It might have been. Wait. This could be 2. Oh! No! Oh, do you know what? If that's 2, then that must have been 4, actually. So we could have actually got that more. And there's the man himself, Kaddish in the flesh. Oh, there he is! Ah. Well, at least he died a wealthy man, I suppose. Could he ever realize such failure? What kind of end is this? Impossible. Unless... Let's take a little screenshot of this one. So, spoiler alert, we are not going to sit here and translate this. But if anyone does have a translation for it, please do drop it into the Discord later. Now, what have we got here? We've got another linking book that's going to take us back, presumably, to the clue room. What I'm really looking for, though, is a journey cloth. Behind the door, maybe? We always close the doors behind us. Come on. Cloth attached. My disappointment is immeasurable. He died as he lived, having bones. Nice. So Dodo has given us a translation for the letter. I have unknown my end, unknown me. I see its darkness. It is, and for my soul too, it screams my... There are linking books here, but I will not blank. I have blank. I am here with all that I would own. No one blank word take blank from me. I will die here with them. This place is blank and will blank blank blank. These words are found blank blank that ID. Aeon's got us a lore dump. The hint gallery opens onto the online Denise city because Kaddish challenged everyone to try and break into his vault age as a marketing stunt. Someone in the YouTube comment section told us something similar last week. I think that's quite interesting. Like, yes, I'll even give you hints and you won't be able to find this stuff. I feel like there should be a journey cloth in here though, right? Like I would oh, there's one. Oh, we've got to climb over. We've got to climb over all of this great wealth. Oh, there's probably something... There's probably a metaphor in here somewhere. Platforming! I'm stuck on a physics object. There we go. There we go. Nice. I did not die with nothing. I died with everything. Look at my blank. They blank to me and will be with me forever. Guildmaster Kaddish. Don't link out of here without the cloth first. Yes, thank you. Feels like one of Cirrus' rooms. The gallery only actually opened to live after a while. It was first blocked off too. Okay, so we've got the cloth that was in here. Let's see if there is one final cloth in the gallery somewhere. So we can link out. Is this going to give us to a separate part of the gallery? Getting stuck on a non-physics object would be an achievement in its own right. Oh, yeah, that's true. So we're here again. That means we are indeed... Oh, we didn't take a grab of that. That means we are missing one cloth in this age. Now, having solved all these, does not appear to have opened anything up for us. Yeah, those are all the mushrooms coming downwards. And these be all trees. So some of them did have double sixes on them. Some of them certainly did have double sixes. Okay. Do you know what? We never picked up a cloth in here, so this is going to be the first place I'm going to go and look for a cloth. We never used these windows. I mean, oh, we've got a new follow, Crescent Macarena. Thank you very much for the follow. We never used these windows, but these windows clearly have numbers to them, right? Because you got 6, 1, 1, 1, 3, something. Let's have a little look. Back this way. So I'm looking for the little box in the middle. That's a 4. Right, that one's a 4. 2 boxes next to each other. Huh. We don't have 2 boxes next to each other. That's also a 4. Like, the closest one would be like a 2, wouldn't it? But, okay. So is this the final puzzle of the age? The DRC opened at some point. It was just part of the story with bits and pieces opening over time. We can't get onto this balustrade. Which means we really can't get onto the onto the second level of this room. We still haven't found either the actual cloth door either. So we don't actually know where to end this age anyway. There's so many things in here which look like buttons, but they're not. You solved all the puzzles on the door you will easily find. Oh, shoot, so I'm not even solving a puzzle right now. Oh, okay. Hang on, wait. So this code means nothing, then, I guess. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. So hang on. Wait. What? But we haven't found... We have not found... So we're missing a journey cloth. So we're missing a cloth for sure. And we are... And we don't know where the door is to get out of here. Just red herrings. Fair. Remember rule 1. Rule 1. What is missing? Alright. Cloth hunting time. Well, we also need the door as well, so we'll probably just do a quick tour around the age. Whoop! There we go. Trust the physics. Rule 1 in all Myst games. Oh shoot. What is rule 1 in all Myst games? Don't trust people trapped in... Don't trust anyone but Syrah. Don't trust... No, no, definitely not that. Don't trust anyone but Atrus. Rule 1 of all Myst games. Is this a community thing? Like, is there an established, like, remember rule 1? What is rule 1? We actually had more cloths missing when we played. Yeah, that could be the one. But you think I missed a different one. Oh, okay. Slow down when looking around. Okay, okay. So let me think. So we need to hit up. Is it 7 of them? Is it? So we've got 1 by one of these platforms. I think it's over by the one that's over there. Yeah. So we got 1 over there. We got 1 round the corner of the pyramid. Ooh. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Have we got 1? Is it a little bit like Gehn, where there's 1 that you can only get to by linking in from a different location? No, not like that at all. Okay. let me think. Okay, so we got one round the side of the pyramid. We got one which is over here. We got one in the vault room. We got one at the base of the ladder puzzle, and we've got one at the top of the ladder puzzle. So that's 4 of them. I've missed the one that Aeon was talking about, probably. Okay. I may actually be missing the same one that you missed. Aha. I mean, to be fair, without the door, it's going to be... Oh no, this is closed behind us. Oh, well, that's no good. Haha, not the first, not the last to miss this one. So let's see, where can I link in? Oh! Huh. Always a good idea to solve puzzles again. Unfortunately, it means redoing all the puzzles you reset along the way. Oh. Has it literally, like, reset them? Because this first one in particular was a bit of a faff to get going. Yeah, it has properly reset them, hasn't it? Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. How many books were there going to be? Well, you could come up with probably a an upper bound estimate by how many slots there are on your shelf. But, well, who knows? Who knows? Like, I would assume once you've got... Knowing nothing about game development, I would presume... that once you've got, like, the actual engine and mechanics and stuff working, writing levels themselves, you know, creating content is sort of the... is something that is fairly modular. Like, I would assume that you spend most of your time developing your engine and, you know, your engine and movement mechanics and so forth, and then, like, creating the actual levels. You can create and polish 4 levels or 5 levels or 6 levels. And presumably you then get a linear... What is it? You have like an initial investment in creating the game at all, and then creating levels is then a sort of linear investment after that, I'd have thought. Going backwards, I could reopen them from behind. You think I just have to press the button again? Is that correct? Because this is not in... this is not in the same configuration right now. I mean, I could use the journey cloth to go to the end and walk backwards. as long as I can get down the ladder safely, which I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I could. Okay, let's walk out of here then. That is not, again, not the button that I intended to press. It's the difference between pressing a button whilst I have OBS in focus and pressing a button whilst I have the game in focus. That was an interesting perspective. That was a tiny portion of, I don't know, I guess just above my head slightly. Right. Back to Relto. We're gonna zip straight to the vault and we're gonna walk backwards out of here. I'm not sure what that OBS scene was supposed to be showing, incidentally. I'm not even entirely sure which one I accidentally opened there. Right, here we go. Don't have to close the doors. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I tell you what, here's a tip for you guys if you ever sit down to try and play Rem. Always close all of the doors behind you. I've been having an absolute blast with Rem, but it's a very big fan. Oh, what do I see? What do I see? Hang on. It's a very, very big fan of... Oh, there's the door. Ah, yeah, okay, right. I'm going to walk down that pipe to get there. Fine. Do you know what, though? Is there a journey cloth between here and that door? There might be. There might be. It's worth exploring, especially since I can zip back easily now. But no. One short. Okay, back to Relto. Whoop. Really, I should reach out to the dev for Rem because I'm having a great time playing his game, and I don't know. Does he enjoy watching Let's Plays of his games? I don't know. But yeah. But Rem has been great fun, but there are some absolutely hilariously dirty puzzles in there, and there are a lot of instances where it's like, oh, did you not close that door behind you? Well, I guess sucks to be you. Good luck trying to find your next clue. Which is it's kind of great. Like it's unapologetically hard, you know. It is very much a puzzle game for puzzle game enthusiasts, though. I'm not sure I could strongly recommend it as such, because it is so hard. Oh, there we go. We snapped to the ladder. Very good. You know, a friend of yours, when he played it, reached out to the dev, and he was apparently great to talk to. Can we go visit Rand? What, you mean like IRL? I don't know if I have enough draw yet for Cyan to actually be interested in talking to me. They're a big company, like they're not little anymore, surely. Oh, you've worked out which cloth I've missed. Oh, hang on. No. That one we've got. You love this talk considering missing cloths. Well, they aren't big by any means. Oh, maybe that's just my imposter syndrome talking. They've never responded to any of my emails. I'll put it that way. Admittedly, most of my emails have been. Oh, no. That's not that one. And I think I added them in a couple of TikToks. But maybe they're just not very big on. Maybe they're just not very big with their social media. Don't know. I do really enjoy collaborating with creators, though, for sure. Like, I had absolutely great fun with The Night is Grey, with Whalestalk, and obviously we've touched that one, obviously, and also with Matthew van der Vander when we did Taiji, was great to have on stream, and I've been chatting with Aaron as well, who is working on Nayar, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing correctly, but Nayar is an upcoming game, which I'm really excited to play, and I've been chatting with him a little bit on Discord, and that's going to be a great one to stream eventually. Yeah, I'm super hyped for Nayar. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, looks absolutely the vibe. Oh, and Francois Roussel was in the comments section for our Haven Moon playthrough. He seemed like a really nice chap to chat to. Let me think. Are there any other creators that I've spoken to from games that I've played? I'm not sure, you know. Rand comes to the cavern sometimes. Always close the door and look behind it. URU teaches you should reopen it afterwards for later. And Rem teaches you that you should then once again close the door again just in case. Oh, your friend has a podcast where they interviewed Rand. That would be amazing. We've touched this one already, for sure. I mean, I would love to sit down and chat with Rand, 100%. 100%. The thing is, I'm not sure I'd be a very good interviewer. I don't know. It's not something I've ever done before. Like, I did toy with the idea, and I spoke to Matthew van der Vander about, oh yeah, you know, like I should get you on, and we should do an interview, and he was certainly up for it, but yeah, I just kind of, I don't know, I'm not sure what I would say, I'm not sure what I'd ask, because I would sort of think to myself, oh yeah, well, you know, I don't want to ask the same questions that everyone asks, right? Like, you know, I'd want to ask something interesting. Like, if I was to sit down with Rand and speak to him, I would ask him about Atrus and his relationship with his sons and his relationship with his father, and I would ask whether parenthood was an intentional theme in these games, you know, because I don't think that has ever been discussed, but like that's pretty much the only really interesting thing I can think to ask him about. Huh? That's weird. I can't press that button again. I just reset the path puzzle. Wait. Which one's the path puzzle? Those buttons don't toggle. Oh. Okay. The interview has a pack of abduction spoilers. Oh, no, we've played Abduction. Yeah, that's up on the YouTube channel. Nice game. Underrated, I would say. We haven't played Firmament yet. That's the one that we've not done. But we will get to it eventually. Right, hang on. Oh, no, if I've reset the path puzzle, that means I am going to have to go from the forward direction and actually do it forward now, aren't I? Okay, back to Relto. Have I looked around here? I don't know. Hang on, wait. So Zork player almost met Rand in the cavern. You got kicked out of the cavern that day. I would ask him what he intended to do with URU. Or what he intends to do with URU. Maybe. You'll whisper the interview to me. Thank you. Thank you, Nauseum. Yeah, I'll check that out. Oh, you already linked it to me a bit ago. Oh, whisper it to me again. I'm really bad with catching up with my messages. Like, yeah. All of you who are in my DMs know how bad I am at actually replying to messages. 100%. So yeah. CC has different cloth locations than Mool anyway. Fair enough. Now I really need to go back through the puzzles because I missed something here maybe. Hang on. I already have the cloth round the side of the pyramid. Is that what the one you're referring to? Underrated. It was a mess on release. Oh, really? Was it? Oh, maybe that's why. Because when you go back on YouTube, you know, and you see reviews for the game, a lot of them are quite critical. And then when I played it, like 5 years after it came out, I was like, well, actually, this is quite good. So, yeah. I found the Relto page, if that's what I mean. Oh, yeah. I've got the Relto page. That's fine. It's on the back of the first puzzle. I did get that one. The cloth location is all the same. Did he intend to do anything with Her Alive? One thing I want to do with Abduction is do a video where I do my best attempt at recreating the cocktails from the bar in the game. I assumed, Quern style, that those were going to literally be alchemy recipes that we would need later for various reasons. And the Tiki Bar, I only found out much later that the Tiki Bar was added after the release, and it's only flavour, and none of the stuff in there is clues. Like, same with the submarine as well. And so when you're coming to the game a lot later, and I tell you what, right, community objects should be set to on by default, right? Like the little optional toggle that tells you when something is a pointless object that was like a Kickstarter backer community object. That should be on by default, because there's so much stuff in that game that you're like, why is this here? What is the relevance of this? How does this fit into the other part? If you're coming into that game cold and you don't know about the fact that a lot of the items are just community Easter eggs, there's a lot of red herrings in that game. You want to go to the other shards. There was a Relto page across the crack in that clearing, but I picked it up last time. Yeah, I did. You love that they added stuff like that. I could see it being nice that they added stuff like that if you were approaching it from the point of view of having played the base game. But yeah, if you're approaching it with like no spoilers or anything, it's a bit tricky. So I think it's that, yeah? Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, very cyan thing to do. He's been posting a lot of Gen AI image stuff over the last couple of years. Lots of Midjourney. Fair. Who's the dead guy in the game that is not dead? In URU. Oh, as in who is the I'm not sure who you mean, Zork player. You mean the Denis survivor. Okay, so let me see. Which is the one that goes on its own? It's that one at the bottom. Those two go together, and then it's the big one that goes like this. So we move the big one first. It's nice that that actually animation skips, which is kind of handy for you. And then you've got two at the bottom. You are gonna want them pretty much in this configuration, actually. I think this is bang on. I think that's it there. Yeah. Okay, good, good. Have I played The Longest Journey? I have not played The Longest Journey. It is on the suggestion list. And as sort of suggested, I am working on making a public suggestions list. So when it comes to suggestions, right, obviously I kind of need to keep two lists, right, don't I? Because I'm going to work on getting a public suggestions list put together. But obviously, because of things like, you know, new releases and collabs and other things that I want to do, the public suggestions list can't necessarily be a queue of games in the order in which I'm going to play them, if that makes sense, right? But I am looking to put together a list of... Okay, it's this one here. I am looking to put together a list of games, just like a flat public list, where we can keep the list of suggested games that people have made so that we can see like what's been previously recommended and things. Yeah, exactly. Here's a big list of cool games that I've been recommended, you know, because it's already a really long list. So I do have a Trello board, right? I think it's that. So let's move that round now. So I do have a Trello board where I keep a sort of... There it is, right, good. Where I keep like an intended schedule, if that makes sense. And so like what that is it's like it's got 6 columns in it, which is literally like Monday, Tuesday, Sunday morning stream, Thursday, Monday evening stream, weekend, right? And so I have like 6 columns in that. And that is literally like a queue of what I'm planning on playing next. So I don't have to worry about it. I just sort of play the next one on the list. But I am constantly rearranging that. More based like on my mood than anything else. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that would be probably a little bit detrimental to just make public because it constantly rearranges all the time. So you guys wouldn't actually be able to like plan what, you know, whether a game you like is upcoming or not because it shifts around all the time. Nope. It's not here, it's not here, it's not here. It's going to be somewhere around here, right? Here it is. Right, yep. I have been to Phil's Relto, I believe. Yes. Always go left, middle, right button. Left, middle, right. You would fully support that, as I'm always on the hunt for games on this sort of theme, which from what I've seen on the Discord, most of them are. Yes. Well, plus or minus the fact that obviously we don't always play mystlikes, right? Because I do have quite a strong... What's the word? I have quite a strong... Well, economics-wise, I suppose you'd call it market segmentation. But between... Like, the Myst viewers are certainly the largest section of the TDF community for sure, but I do have a smaller number but a very dedicated group of people who are watching things like my Metroidvania playthroughs on a Monday and Zelda at the weekends, right? We're playing through some classic retro Zeldas at the moment. And in those comment sections, you know, that they've got people commenting on sort of my retro Zelda playthroughs, which aren't commenting anywhere else, so they're clearly sort of watching for retro Zelda, which is great. And I think this is how some channels become more and more and more into a niche, right? Because if you have different sections of a community, but you only then curate your backlog with whatever your largest section of your community happens to be, then you're going to go down the path of becoming more and more and more specialized and more into one particular niche. And, you know, and I kind of like variety, right? Like, these games are great, but I can't play 7 hours of Myst every week, right? I would burn out doing that because it's just all puzzles all the time. And I really enjoy sitting down and playing some Zelda for a couple of hours, you know? Okay. Already forgot the talk from earlier, Mr. Streamer. Well, we're now back to where we were. So now I need to think about which cloth I've missed. The talk from earlier was close doors and then reopen them again. Well, I know not to close this one now, but we can certainly continue our journey backwards to try and find the last cloth. Quick time check. We're wrapping up the stream in about 5 minutes, so maybe we'll finish Kadesh this week, maybe we will not. You already went too far for the cloths. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, one day your shelf could look like this too. My big collection of books. It gives a strong, like, the more you play, the more you kind of appreciate the original Myst's Atrus's library and how many books Atrus Myst library actually had. Because compared to a regular library, you're like, oh, it's a couple of shelves of books. Hardly a library, Atrus. But like, if every book is an entire world, then it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, Dark Fae agrees. That's good. So, well, I mean, we've got this cloth already. Like the one behind this door. So I don't know if that's the one you thought that I'd missed, but is not. And now we can't reopen that. Boo! Ooh, but that's okay. You don't think the doors are relevant to the last cloth here, says Jaffrus. Did I already play Talos Principle 2? I have not played Talos Principle 2. I haven't tried it yet, actually. So for those of you who are fairly new to the channel, but, you know, most of you will have heard this story before, I do get motion sickness playing games. And Talos Principle, I got about halfway through that on the YouTube, and then it started really... Well, I had a bad case of labyrinthitis last summer, and that took ages to recover from. Genuinely ages. If you look at my YouTube upload history, like from August last year till about December, we were only playing 2D games, because I couldn't handle anything in 3D. It was giving me such bad motion sickness, and I'm still getting a little bit of motion sickness from it, from stuff now. So we never finished our playthrough of Talos Principle 1. I've not tried Talos Principle 2. It's likely going to be a lot better for my motion sickness, but it would be a shame not to have finished Talos Principle 1, but we could jump straight to it. But no, I've not played it yet. Okay, right. Cloths. So, we've got the first cloth by the first puzzle. We've got the cloth behind the door. We've got the cloth round the side of the pyramid. We've got the cloth in the vault. And we've got the two cloths, one at the bottom of the ladders and one at the top of the ladders. So, which cloth are we missing? Oh, in reality, of course, Myst is bigger than it is presented in the game, Zork. Yes, you're absolutely right. Canonically, Myst is a video game in the URU continuity, of course. Yes. Talos 2 was incredible. Okay. Did I ever hear the story of how they tweaked the field of view in Half-Life 2? I have not heard that story. They had a playtest who had serious motion sickness issues. They tweaked it incrementally until he stopped throwing up during a specific section. Yes! That is how you playtest for accessibility. And I tell you what, whoever that random playtester was, thank you for your service. Right? Because, I tell you what. Because I never had motion sickness before when playing games. But genuinely, and maybe this is just because I'm getting older, but genuinely, yeah, I just got a case of labyrinthitis, and my doctor was like, it'll get better on its own, you just need to give it a few weeks. And it got mostly better on its own for most day-to-day things, except playing video games. And it's just so painful to not be able to do something that you really enjoy because it makes you physically ill. No fun. I missed one at one of the first puzzles then. Okay, let's go back and check it out. Yeah, you're not sure if torturing a specific playtester was the way to do it. I mean... I hope he knew what he was signing up for. Let's put it that way. You think Nev says he prefers the first Talos Principle. The meta puzzles were much more out of the box. Don't get me wrong, Talos 2 is a very good game as well. There are other things you can get There are other things to get motion sickness from other than video games. There are. I tend not to do very many of those, though, to be honest. Now, hang on. Right, okay. So is there a cloth anywhere around here? So there's one cloth from... It's going to be on the back of one of these pillars or something. Ah! go. Got it. Okay. We're going to need to solve this puzzle again for the third time to be able to get there. Unfortunately, though, we're out of time for this episode. We're going to have to end the stream here, so it's going to have to be next week. But that's okay, that's okay. Next week, I tell you what we are going to do next week. We are going to go... So we're going to finish off Kaddish Talisa. We will go back to Gerishon, and we will finish Garrison as well next week, because someone in the comments pointed out to me that coming back to Garrison 6 months later after you've had a baby is going to be a nightmare. So yeah, so we should try and solve that one. But yeah, never mind. Next time we speed run Kaddish. We speed run Kaddish straight from the start to the end. Okie dokie. Well, 2 Yisha speeches in one episode. That's going to be next week. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Usually on these videos, I get about 10% ratio between views and likes. And so if we can hit 15%, oh, that'd be amazing. So do please hit that like button. It does help hugely. Like, I can see a difference. I can see a difference in the stats between a video that gets 10% likes to views and a video that gets 15% likes to views. It really does help with the channel growth. But thank you very much for watching. For those of you on YouTube in the future, I will see you next week. Bye for now. Okie dokie. Tris challenges YouTube to get it up to 20% likes. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is,